May dagdag na paraan laban sa COVID-19. Together, we can be the Solution Plus. Bida Plus sa maayos na daloy ng hangin. Bida Plus sa maikling pisikal na interaksyon. Bida Plus sa pagsuporta sa bakuna. Bida Plus sa mga kwento ng kaligtasan sa Bida Barangay. Sa dagdag na pag-iingat, maraming buhay ang maliligtas. Bida Solusyon Plus laban sa COVID-19.
Organic acai has very high levels of antioxidants and essential nutrients that help keep your immune system strong. Organique acai premium blend and freeze-dried capsules daily to help increase your resistance against harmful viruses. Keep yourself and your family healthy and protected with Organique.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Organic Acai Premium Blended Freeze-Dried Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit. Of all the tough decisions you have to make today, your family's health doesn't have to be one of them. Not when you have the choice to go organic and live full, natural, and holistic lives. So start your day right. Load up on antioxidants. Choose only organic superfoods. And keep the momentum going. We're making it easy for you. Live organic, choose organic. It's easier than you think. Mahalagang paalala, ang Organic Acai Premium Blended Freeze-Dried Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Previously on Wellness
Pero
Wednesday.
nakakamatay. Viral din, no? Kaya nakikita naman ito yung sa ating side. People tend to go kagad sa hospital. Do you think they give enough?
Wellness Wednesdays with Organique. We care because you matter.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Now, before we start this week, I just wanted to invite you to join our game. So our game this week, you get a chance to win an Organique Acai gift pack. And then yung gift pack natin includes either one trade box, so a pack of 10 of Acai Choco or Acai Coffee, and then one blister pack of freeze-dried acai capsules. So today's game is multiple choice. So guess what is the correct condition? It is a long-term condition that affects the airways of the lungs and is one of the most common diseases in children. It's either A, asthma, B, rhinosinusitis, C, respiratory syncytial virus, or D, chronic bronchitis. And then you can comment here on our Facebook page here at Organique Inc. So that leads us to today's topic, which is asthma. Now, when we're talking about chronic condition, and then yung lungs namin, I think especially dahil sa pandemic, ang feeling mo is that when someone's coughing deadly in a shower, it's fatal, it's COVID, you want to stay away. Pero hindi naman siya totoo. It's not always COVID. We have a lot of other conditions that affect our lungs. And one of the most popular ones is asthma. So asthma, over here, we'll be talking about everything about it with today's guest, si Dr. Dex Makalintal. Dr. Dex is a lifestyle medicine specialist, and I think you might have seen him on some of our past Wellness Wednesdays, and then also my YouTube channel siya. So,
Hello. Hi. Yan, magandang hapon po. Naririnig niyo po ba ako?
yes, I can hear you, Doc.
Yeah. Okay, sige. Magandang hapon, Luisa. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng ating mga tagapanood. Ano? So, ngayon pag-usapan po natin yung asthma. So, for today's episode, pag-usapan natin yung asthma. So, ano ba to? No? At paano nga ba natin ito mag-prevent? And how do we go about it? So, ayan. Siguro, Luisa, no, may kilala ka na may asthma sa family or person mismo na may asthma, right?
Oh yeah, I think my best friend's asthmatic, and then I think everyone knows someone who's asthmatic.
Yeah, so marami talaga yan, ano. So sige, so pag-usapan muna natin yung asthma, no. Moving forward, when we go to the first slide, pag-usapan natin ano ba yung asthma. Asthma is actually a chronic disease, no. It's a chronic inflammation. It's a chronic inflammation of the airways, no? So ibig sabihin namamaga yung mga dinadaanan ng ating mga hangin na usually ito ay recurrent, no? Paulit-ulit, mapapansin natin habang tumatagal, habang nagbabagong panahon, pagka may triggers, nagkakaroon ng paulit-ulit na parang nagsisikip yung paghinga, no? But it is reversible, okay? Ang kinakailangan tandaan po natin dito, the operative word here is that it is reversible. It is a reversible airway disease, no? It's a reversible airway obstruction kung titingnan natin. So, ang nangyayari dito, no, pagka nagti-triggers tayo, nagkakaroon po tayo ng mga inflammation, no, nagkakaroon ng pagsasarado or nagkakaroon ng blockade, kumbaga, parang hindi masyadong dumadaan yung hangin na dapat ay meron tayo dito sa ating mga katawan, specifically sa lungs. So ano yan? That's airway blockage, no? Number one. Ito yung isang feature nitong sakit na to. Airway blockade, ibig sabihin, hindi masyado nakakadaan yung hangin, no? Nagkakaroon ng poor exchange, no? Usually caused by the next one, which is inflammation, no? So yung pamamaga, no? Nagpapamamaga. Sabi nga natin, asthma is actually a chronic inflammatory disease, no? A chronic inflammatory airway disease. So ibig sabihin, no, may inflammation, may pamamaga, no, may pamamaga po doon sa inyong mga airways, no? So characterize ito, recurrent siya, paulit-ulit, no, na maaari namang ma-reverse. Next natin is ito, moving forward, makita natin sa following slide, is that naiirita yung ating airways. So usually magkakasama yan, naiirita yung airways, tapos kapag nagkaroon ng triggers, and then nagkakaroon ng inflammation, and then causing blockade, no? Kapag namamaga, makikita nyo po, pagka namamaga, di ba, parang yung swollen, no? Yung swollen yung pamamaga. Kumbaga ito yung butas, no? Ito yung butas, nangangapal siya. So pagka nangapal siya, mahihirapan ngayon na magkaroon ng air exchange, no? And then moving forward, makita rin po natin isa pang tawag dito, characterization natin dito sa asthma, no? So next slide po, makita natin yan dito. And then bukod pa diyan, no, kung titingnan din natin, marami ng types ng asthma, no, maraming uri ng asthma. So, akala natin, yung pagka sinabing asthma, isa lang siya. Asthma lang siya, no? Pero maraming uri po ng asthma. So, isa-isahin natin yan for today's episode of Wellness Wednesday. Okay? Sige.
Okay.
Yung una dyan, yan. Yung una dyan is adult onset asthma. Tandaan po natin na usually na ang asthma ay nakikita natin sa mga bata, no? Unang lumilitaw yan sa mga bata. But there's actually what we call adult onset asthma. Ito yung uri ng asthma na usually ay sa adulthood nagkakaroon or sa adulthood sila nagsisimula. So hindi lahat ng asthma po ay sa mga bata muna. Pero usually, no, more commonly sa mga bata siya unang lumilitaw, no? Mas nakikita natin sa mga bata na unang lumilitaw itong asthma na to. So ano nangyayari? Ano nararamdaman dyan? Usually nagkakaroon tinatawag na wheezing, no? Yung wheezing, makikita nyo dyan, no? Dahil nga po dun sa pamamaga, no? Nagkakaroon ng blockade, hindi masyado nagkakaroon ng passage ng air. So ano nangyayari dyan, nakikita niyo or napapansin niyo parang may umiingaw na pusa, no? Parang may umiingaw na pusa or parang may gumagano, naririnig niyo. It's called musical sound. Yung musical sound siya na parang mataas na tono. Parang pagka gano'n, no? Ay, baka may asthma itong na tao na to. No? Next slide po natin. Yan. Sige, may tanong tayo.
So, Doc Dex, when you mentioned yung adult asthma and then yung childhood asthma, no? You said that yung adult asthma, sometimes it doesn't come out in childhood. So does that mean that in the cases of childhood asthma, sometimes it doesn't continue to adulthood? Sa childhood lang yan?
Well, kapag sa childhood asthma, usually pwede din nilang madala ito sa adulthood, no? Kaya siya tinawag na adult onset, no? Usually sa pagka medyo tumatanda na saka lamang sila nagkakaroon, pero nung bata sila wala. So yung childhood asthma, nadadala din nila yan usually sa adulthood, but it can be sabi nga natin, it can be reversed and it can be controlled. No? So another dito is yung allergic, no? Kung makikita natin dito, kapag ka nagkakaroon ng allergies yung mga tao or kapag ka may allergies yung mga tao, usually natitrigger yung asthma. Ito yung sinasabi natin na kapag ka bata ka tapos meron kang asthma, and then on your adulthood tapos you develop all allergies, no? Kapag ka minsan nag-allergy, kunyari nakaamoy ng hindi maganda or merong pollens, no? Lalo ngayon sa panahon ngayon nagbabago-bago yung panahon, nakalanghap ng pollens. Ayan, pagka nag-allergy yan, pwede ring matrigger yung asthma. So, may triggers to. Yung allergic asthma, may triggers siya na pwedeng magdulot ng wheezing, no? At saka ng obstruction, inflammation, and all that. Kaya na magkakaroon sila na tinatawag na allergic type of asthma. Okay? And then we also have here dito sa bottom left-hand corner, makikita po natin dito yung asthma COPD overlap syndrome or yung ACOS, no? So, ito overlap naman siya ng chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yung COPD, ito matagal to, no? Matagal din talaga to na nagde-develop yan usually ang itsura ng mga pasyente or ang history ng mga pasyente, long time na smoking, tapos dati nung bata sila may asthma din. So nagkakaroon ng overlap, no? So it's one on top of the other. So it's a disease on top of another disease. So ayaw po natin yan, no? And then last one is yung exercise-induced bronchoconstriction. Dito naman, no, this is actually common to sa mga may asthma na rin before, and then usually kapag nag-exercise sila, nakikita nila, no, namamaga din yung airways nila. So that's what you call exercise-induced bronchoconstriction. Okay? So yan, maraming types ng asthma. Okay, next. Ayan, meron pa rin tayo. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina na kung may allergic type ng asthma, meron din tayong tinatawag po na non-allergic. So ibig sabihin yung mga yung mga hindi naman allergy, no, wala naman silang allergy to something, but nagkakaroon sila ng asthma attack. No, so maraming causes niya, no, maraming causes ng ganyan. So baka abutin tayo ng kinabukasan pagka inisa-isa natin. And then last one is last type of asthma ito. Pakita natin sa inyo para makita po ninyo yung baka meron po kayong kilala na may ganito. Next slide please. Ayan, ito, occupational asthma. Usually, kapag ka yung mga trabaho usually nasa daan, no? Yung nasa mga yung prone sa mga dust. No, katulad nito, siguro engineer siya, no? And then kapag ka may asthma, yan, pwedeng maging ang tawag dyan is yung occupational asthma. It is induced by you working on something, or you are working on o kapag ka nasa trabaho kayo tapos nai-induce siya ng asthma. So, nag-i-induce siya ng asthma usually dahil sa exposures po natin sa ating environment or sa ating pinagtatrabahuhan. Like for example, this man, no, siguro kung hindi siya engineer, siguro mukhang nasa construction, no? So, yung mga dust, no, usually yun kasi yung nagte-trigger, no? Yan yung usually nagte-trigger ng allergic attacks and asthma attacks. So, we don't want that, no? We don't really want that kasi it can be detrimental to our health and of course to our finances as well, lalo kung yun yung trabaho natin. So, titingnan mabuti yan ng mga doktor ninyo kung saan po kayo mabibilang. At kapag nagkaroon na po ng tamang diagnosis, saka lang po natin mabibigyan ng tama rin na action for that. Okay?
Doc Dex, actually for asthma, I know you just described it as chronic, no? Does occupational count as chronic? For example, if my project ka ng construction and then you're experiencing asthma-like symptoms during the project and then after, wala na. Does that still count as asthma kasi yung asthma is chronic or just asthma-like?
Well, it is considered still as asthma, no? Kasi yung trabaho kasi, no, kapag pinag-usapan natin yung trabaho, hindi naman siya kahit sa project-based, no? Kapag bumalik ka doon, pwede pa rin siyang mag-induce ulit. So, it's still a chronic disease. Kasi usually nagte-trigger lang naman yan, no? Nagte-trigger yan because of what we call triggers, no? Yung triggers natin, like for example, yung mga dust, yung mga smoke, no? Yan yung mga madadalas na triggers kasi sa asthma.
And is that, Doc, majority of it being the environment or yung immune system natin? Like
Dalawa.
how our immune system reacts?
Dalawa yan, ano? Laging magkasama, no? It's the triggers and then how our immune system reacts to it. Meron po kasi tayong tinatawag ng mga atopy, no? Your genes kasi really is really involved pagdating dito sa mga sakit na to. At meron tayo kunwari sa family ninyo, kunwari merong may asthma or merong may allergy, maaring carrier tayo ng tinatawag na atopic gene. That gene, no, yung atopy kasi, that could be a parang risk factor na maaari siyang magkaroon ng allergic attacks in the long run or maaari siyang magkaroon ng asthma in the long run. So, ayan. And then kapag maraming pets, maaari din, no? Diyan papasok yung allergic type of asthma. So maaring magkaroon ng atake, lalo kapag you are allergic to the fur, no, ng mga pets natin. And ito, mayroong tanong dito si Malomi. Can asthma kill people especially when you got tested positive for COVID-19? Yan. Magandang tanong po, no. Later on pag-usapan natin ang link ng asthma and then your COVID-19. No? Mamaya po pag-usapan po natin yan.
So, Doc Dex, before moving on from the types, ano ba yung pinaka-common na type of asthma? And then, yung least common?
Okay, most common usually talaga is yung mga sa pediatric nga na nagkakaroon ng ganyan. Pero marami tayong nakikita din. Yung mga allergic type. No, yung mga allergic type. Usually kasi kapag nag-allergy, yan, pupunta na yan sa office tapos nagkakaroon na sila ng attacks ng asthma tapos mahihirapan na silang huminga. So, yan yung tinatawag na bronchial asthma in acute exacerbation. Ibig sabihin, since kahit chronic na siya, there could be an acute exacerbation or yung kumbaga parang yung short term na sa history, no, parang kanina man okay lang tapos biglang ngayon parang hirap na siya huminga. So, diyan po pasok yung tinatawag na acute exacerbation.
So, Doc Dex, in the cases where, I'm experiencing asthma in the moment, like occupational asthma, what are the signs and symptoms that I should be looking out for?
Okay, so yan, ano yung mga signs and symptoms? So yan, nakikita niyo po yan sa mga screens niyo. Number one, coughing, no? Pagka-ubo ng ubo, no? Kapag ka-ubo kayo ng ubo, tapos nahihirapan na kayo huminga, and then yun yan, sinasabi natin na parang may wheezing, kung tawagin, yung nagkakaroon tayo na nagkakaroon ng parang, nahihirapan huminga, pero parang may tunog, may musical sound na mataas yung tunog. Parang, ganyan, parang may pusa, parang may pusang umiingaw. And then, minsan nagkakaroon din po kayo ng chest pain. No? Sumasakit yung dibdib, kakaubo, and then shortness of breath, and then minsan nagkakaroon ng sleeping problems. So minsan, nagigising sa gabi, tapos nahihirapan huminga. And then you all need to use your inhalers. Itong inhalers po kasi natin, meron silang mga tinatawag na mga steroids, and then meron tinatawag na mga long-term na long-acting na beta agonist. So itong ano yung mga yan? Yan yung mga pumipigil ng pagsasarado ng inyong mga airways, kasi nga nangyayari nagsasarado na. So gusto natin patent yung mga butas na yan para mas magkakaroon kayo ng tamang gas exchange. And then ang ginagawa naman po ng mga steroids ay pinapababa po yung inflammation. Kasi nga sabi nga natin, it is an inflammatory disease that is obstructive. So gusto natin, ang ginagawa po nung mga beta agonist na kasama ng inyong nasa mga inhalers, pinapabukan niya, no? Pinipigilan niya ang pag-constrict. And then ang ginagawa naman po nung steroids niya ay pinipigilan ang pamamaga. So yan po 'yon, no? So if you have parang mga ganyang mga sakit, no? Ganyang mga simptomas, yes, you can be exhibiting asthma-like symptoms. No? So consult your doctor po. Lalo kapag hirap na kayong huminga, punta na kayo ng emergency room. Okay?
So, Doc, do I have to experience lahat ng simptomas ba, or just a few, or
No.
my critical?
No, just a few can be just a few ay pwedeng ito ay asthma na. No, just a few of these symptoms pwedeng asthma na siya. No, so like for example, kapag nagkakaroon ng wheezing, no, more likely meron na yan. And then kaya nahihirapan huminga, ganyan. So more likely it's asthma. But dahil nga nasa panahon tayo ng pandemya, so it is best na magpunta sa mga doktor para ma-diagnose kayo ng tama.
So, Doc, here we have a question from Bev Tatat,
Okay.
who says, bakit po any weather sinusumpong po ng asthma?
Yes, oo. Hindi lang naman kasi isang klase ng weather ang makapagpapasumpong sa iyo ng asthma. There are a lot of types of weather na pwedeng magpasumpong sa iyo ng asthma. So kahit na anong weather actually pwedeng magpasumpong ng asthma yan. Plus, tandaan din natin na kapag nagpapalit tayo ng panahon, yan mas lalong mag-exacerbate yan dahil kapag yung mga pollens natin, no, pagka yung mga pollens nagpapalit tayo ng panahon, pagka nasa air na sila, no, irritating talaga siya. So it can cause inflammation and all that. And then also ay pwede rin kasi na hindi naman sa weather yung dahilan ng pagsumpo ng asthma mo. Sabi nga natin, there are a lot of triggers, like for example fumes, yung mga dust, yung mga smoke, yung mga fur ng pets niyo, maaari din po kasi. So we have to know your triggers actually.
Okay, so what are the triggers we should be looking out for, Doc?
Okay, so these are the common triggers kasi. Ayan yung mga smoke, no? Yan katulad dito nakita natin sa screen natin. These are your tobacco smoke, no? Maaari din kasi na nagkakaroon ng on top na colds, on top na flu or sinusitis. Allergens natin, sinasabi natin mga pollens, mga molds na yung mga amag-amag sa area. Pagka hindi masyadong nalilinis yung mga area, ayan. Yung animal danders natin, no? And then your dust mites. So, saan mo kukuha yan? Usually, kung may pets po kayo, tingnan nyo po yung mga sofa ninyo. Isa yan na tip natin lagi na tinitingnan. Baka hindi nalilinis kasi yung sofa. So, dyan pumapasok yung mga deep cleaning na kinakailangan natin gawin. Also, yung mga cortina po ninyo. No? Yung mga cortina po ninyo, maaaring may mga dust mites na rin po kasi yan. Next, irritant. No? Yung mga irritants natin, yung mga strong odors like your perfume, or even cleaning solutions, no? Akala natin, no, bangong-bango tayo sa sarili natin, pero yun pala yung nagko-cause ng asthma, no? So check din natin kung saan nagsisimula. Air pollution, definitely air pollution, kasama din yung smoke, yung mga emissions ng sasakyan, no? Yung pagbabago-bago ng panahon, yan, yung sinasabi natin. And then ito, no, ito isa pang we have to watch out for this one. Kapag ka nagkakaroon kayo ng GERD symptoms, no, ano 'yun, yung parang may umaangat, no, parang may umaangat na na mainit sa inyong dibdib, no, yung heartburn. Usually kapag ka masyado kayong kumain ng maasim, maanghang, no, yung mga matataba na pagkain, maaari meron po kasi kayo na GERD, no. Itong GERD na to, maaari din siya mag-exacerbate ng symptoms ninyo ng asthma. And then also, no, isa pang common na nakikita natin sa ER ay kapag ka merong mga strong emotions, kaya galit na galit ka, nag-break kayo, o nag-cool off ganyan, nag-away ganyan, so much stress, so much anxiety, so much sadness, no? Yan lahat ng yan, strong emotions can really trigger attacks. Kasi anong nangyayari kasi mabilis masyado yung paghinga, no? Mabilis masyado yung paghinga, minsan nagkakaroon ng losses and all that. Kaya nagkakaroon talaga ng triggers ito. Pwede talaga ito maging trigger. Also, some medications like your aspirin and some food preservatives, no, na nakikita nyo dito, no? And then also, kung may allergies po kayo, lagi natin sinasabi na with the allergic type of asthma, pwede rin kasi na meron kayo mga allergies, no? Gumagalaw yung camera ko. Yan, pwede rin kasi na magkaroon kayo ng mga na may allergies kayo, like for example sa shrimp, no, sa and other food items. Maaari din to mag-trigger ng asthma kapag inatake kayo ng allergies niyo.
Mm-hmm. So, Doc, yung tobacco smoke, does that mean that you have to be a smoker to get triggered, or secondhand smoke?
No.
Oh.
No. If you have a relative na nagsusmoke, no, so might as well patigilin na sila. Kasi kung kayo ay mayroong asthma, more likely you can have an attack kapag nalanghap mo yung smoke. So ito, because smoke, it doesn't mean na ikaw mismo ang naninigarilyo. It could also mean na nalalanghap mo second-hand or even third-hand smoke. So dyan po, ano yung third-hand smoke? Kunyari, naninigarilyo ako, tapos naupo ako sa isang upuan, yung upuan maaaring may naapektuhan na rin yun. And then kunyari, ikaw, si Luisa, umupo, no? Tapos doon nagkakaroon, pwede yung third-hand smoke. Yun.
Wow, even third-hand smoke. I didn't know that, Doc.
Yeah, even third-hand smoke. Mm-hmm.
My question si Malome, is it true po na if kids has asthma when they reach 8 years old, mawala po? I have a daughter who suffers asthma when she was a baby. She's 10 years old now and she still suffers but not that much.
Okay, hindi totoo yun. Hindi totoo yun na kapag dumating ka ng ganitong age, mawawala na. No, no. Na-link lang nila yan kasi usually nawawala, no, kasi nagiging accustomed sa mga triggers. However, walang ganon na diretso na nawawala agad talaga pagdating ng 8 years old. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen ng ganon. Nangyayari lang na nakita lang nila na pwedeng mangyari, but walang masyadong studies na nagsasabi na totoo yon. What happens here is that pwede na nasasanay sila or nagiging accustomed sila, na desensitize sila sa mga triggers. Maaari nalilesen lamang yung triggers, nalilesen lamang yung attacks, but it doesn't mean na pagdating mo ng 8 years old, wala ka ng asthma. It's not like that.
Oh, okay. And then, thank you for answering that question, Doc, and thank you, Malome, for asking. And then, Doc, I have another question. When you said in the triggers that anxiety, no, and yung strong emotions is a trigger, how can I tell if, for example, meron akong anxiety, if I'm having a potential asthma attack or an anxiety attack? I know both of them, for example, yung symptoms is shortness of breath, diba?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kapag hirap na hirap ka ng huminga, no? Pagka hirap na hirap ka ng huminga and then you have history of asthma before. Tapos if you have history of asthma before and then you're having an anxiety attack today, more likely your asthma can be triggered. But if you don't have a history of asthma and you're having an anxiety attack, what you can do for now is to relax a bit. No? Tingnan mo if the symptoms will die down. Kapag ganun, it's more of an anxiety attack. So the best pa rin is to consult a doctor para malaman natin kung saan nagkakaroon ng triggers ninyo. That's why ang laging payo natin is to know your triggers, kasi usually those triggers can be prevented, and if your triggers can be prevented, your asthma attack can also be prevented if you have asthma before that.
So, Doc, speaking of triggers, I know na pandemic ngayon, no? Will COVID-19 be a trigger for asthma, or like if manage to recover from COVID.
Ayan, yung asthma kasi, no? So, ganito kasi yung kung titingnan natin, no? Yung asthma kasi, this could be a comorbidity that can exacerbate or that can be on top of your COVID-19. Okay? So, asthma is actually a comorbidity. So, sabi nga natin, kapag may comorbids, mas palala yung pagpasok ng COVID-19. And remember that COVID-19, no, this is a virus. No, this can infect your respiratory system. Mostly, the respiratory system is affected kapag meron kayong COVID. But it doesn't mean naman, no, na patay ka na agad pagka ganun, no. No, it doesn't happen that way. Ang nangyayari, mas malala lamang yung pwedeng maging tama. Again, pwede na maging tama or possible na maging tama sa mga tao na mayroong asthma. Kasi kapag nagkakaroon na siya ng inflammation, kapag inflamed na talaga yung katawan mo to begin with, and then you have your COVID-19, mas malala yung nagiging tama talaga. So, kinakailangan talaga controlled po yung inyong asthma attacks or controlled yung inyong yung asthmatic triggers ninyo, so that kinakailangan para mas konti yung maging mas maging mild yung tama sa inyo ng COVID-19 if ever magkakaroon kayo. Pero ayaw natin naman na magkakaroon kayo definitely ng COVID-19. So what we can do, no, what we are saying here is that prevention is really better than cure. No, so that's why kapag kasi na-prevent na natin itong mga ganitong klase ng sakit, your asthma, no, yung mga hypertension and all that. These comorbidities kapag na-prevent na natin, mas nagiging okay, no, mas nagiging okay yung inyong mga risks for COVID-19.
Okay. So, Doc, if I have the potential to have asthma, no? For example, my family history ako, and then I experience COVID, how would I know, how do I diagnose na it triggered an asthma in me?
Okay, so maraming diagnostics tayo na po pwedeng gawin. So diyan napapasok itong mga sumusunod, no, yung mga pulmonary function tests. Titingnan natin kung na-reverse ganyan, and then alamin din natin kung kamusta yung ating mga katawan para makita natin kung pwede ba the asthma ito, is this going to be an asthma attack or will this die down. So here are some tips sa inyo kung paano natin ma-diagnose. So tingnan natin sa slides natin. Okay, ayan. Ayan, paano natin da-diagnose? So let's see, no? So first slide, no, spirometry. Ito yung tinatawag natin na mga na pulmonary function test. Okay, so diyan natin titingnan kung na-reverse. Dito po, ginagawa po ito ng inyong mga technicians, ginagawa po ito sa hospital para malaman natin kung asthma ba talaga. Gayon din ito po mga nakasulat dyan, no? Yan po ay medyo mga technical na. So we just go through it one by one, pero huwag na nating i-discuss yung kasi medyo advanced sila, no. So yung peak flow, no, yung metacolin challenge, no, yung exhaled or inhaled nitric oxide test. So makikita natin diyan kasi ang goal lang nito ay malaman or ma-establish if we have asthma, no, or if we have the potential of developing asthma kapag nagkaroon tayo ng attacks. So, ang ginagawa lang naman sa mga tests na to, so this one, no, hindi naman lahat ginagawa para ma-diagnose mo na asthma. It can actually be diagnosed clinically, but kapag may ganito na kayo, like for example, pinaka-basic dyan is yung spirometry. Dito, ang ginagawa dito ay makikita natin kung kamusta yung function test ng inyong lungs. So, dyan, no, sa lungs niyo, malalaman natin kasi kung nagkakaroon ba talaga ng inflammation or not, if we can reverse it. If we can reverse it, more commonly that's called asthma. No, kung hindi, no, there are a lot of other diseases. Okay, sige. Next slide, please. Yan. So ito yung mga common, no? Ito yung mga common na pwede ring tingnan natin, no? So chest X-ray, no, makikita din diyan kung kamusta, kung if there are other infections. Your CT scan pwede rin, and then allergy tests para malaman natin kung saan kayo allergic, and then your sputum tests, no. So diyan po papasok no kung kamusta yung para malaman natin if there are other concomitant na mga diseases na pwede nating ma-diagnose din sa inyo.
Right. So, Doc, I know that you mentioned na may ibang klase na asthma. So, for
Mhm.
do you have to take multiple tests to diagnose anong klase na asthma that you have, or is it just like just one and then you go?
Okay, ganito yan. Usually the diagnosis kasi is made 80% of the time. Diagnosis is made or diagnosis is arrived at kapag ka meron na tayong kapag ka mayroon na tayong tamang history, tamang physical examination. With the right physical history, with an extensive physical examination and history, nakaka-diagnose na tayo ng mga sakit around 80% of the time. Tama na yan, no? So, hindi kinakailangan lahat ng tests gawin natin, no? It's just a matter of your doctor being able to diagnose kung meron kayong asthma or meron kayong ganitong klase ng sakit. So doon po papasok yung expertise ng inyong mga doktor. So kumbaga parang pagdating nyo sa mga klinika, malaman natin mukhang asthma talaga to or not. No? So malaman natin dyan using your correct physical examination and history taking.
Okay. So, Doc, do I have to go to a pulmo for this, or just any general doctor?
Actually, no, ngayon sa panahon ngayon your doctors kahit mga general practitioners, we can diagnose that naman, no. So it doesn't
Oh,
mean na
okay.
kinakailangan pumunta ka agad sa pulmonologist, no. Ang pinaka well, you can go to your pulmonologist if you want to make sure of it. Pero sa ngayon kasi minsan nahihirapan kumuha ng mga appointments. But your general practitioners or occupational doctors or kahit na sinong doktor, kaya-kaya kayong i-diagnose niyan. No, we have that extensive knowledge din kasi in medical school na tinuruan talaga kami kung paano ma-diagnose yan. No? Our years of training in medical school pa lang can really help in diagnosing ng tama ang inyong COVID, ang inyong not just COVID but even yung mga asthma, no, your bronchitis, the difference between the two, no, the difference between COVID, the difference between asthma, the difference between bronchitis, the difference between allergic type of pulmonary infections even, or pulmonary infections, allergic type of asthma, and other diseases pa rin.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Doc. So, if I saw a question in the comments, and I think maraming answers for the challenge. But then the question was, can asthma be prevented?
Yes, asthma can be prevented, no? So ito yung mga preventions. Usually kapag ka may asthma na kayo, no, the best thing to do is to prevent it from having an exacerbation. So ito yung mga yan pag-usapan natin. Number one, lagi natin sinasabi, kanina pa natin sinasabi, avoid asthma triggers. So know your triggers, everyone. Alamin natin kung paano kayo inaatake nito. If you have triggers ng pets, if you have triggers ng dust. So wag nang may expose dyan. No? So you have to know your triggers so that you will know how to prevent your attacks. No? So that's number one. Avoid your asthma triggers. Talagang listen to your body. No? Listening to your body is the best way to do. Next is exercise regularly. Because this one, no, kapag ka nag-exercise kayo regularly, this can help you have a body weight na mas okay, no? A healthier body weight plus yung exercise kasi, if you are doing your exercise regularly, nakakatulong din po yan sa inyong lungs na magkaroon ng healthier lungs. So, and then, sabi nga natin, stay at a healthy weight, no? Kinakailangan tama din po yung inyong timbang sapagkat kapag ka po medyo on the heavy side kayo, dyan nagkakaroon minsan po ng pulmonary exchange difficulty. So ayaw po natin yan. And then take care of the conditions that can trigger your symptoms, especially yung GERD po natin. So paano kinakailangan gawin dyan? Iwasan po ninyo yung mga maasim, maanghang, matataba na pagkain, coffee, soft drinks, even milk. So dyan po papasok yun po yung knowledge din natin on other types of diseases like for example your GERD. Okay, so these are just some. So I guess meron pa tayong iba.
Sorry, I just have one question,
go.
Doc. So yung exercise
Sure, go.
regularly. I know that with asthma, no, my breathing difficulties. Are there some exercises that I should avoid? Worse
Okay,
for me,
so
knowing that my family history ako.
Okay, sige. Kapag ka kayo ay nag-exercise, no. So, the best exercise no, for everyone is the exercise that you would do. Yung kaya lamang, no? Kapag ka nag-exacerbate sa inyo yung exercise na ginagawa nyo, don't do it, no? So ang una dyan, no, ang usually na tama na gawin yung exercise, first is stretching lang muna, no? Stretching. Again, listen to your body kung ano yung mga triggers niyo. If your exercise gives you triggers, so you have to find out the exercise that is best for you. So dyan papasok yung mga physical therapists natin, yung inyong mga weight management specialists, para mabigyan kayo ng mga exercise na maaari po sa inyo. So again, it is a multidisciplinary team approach. It is a multidisciplinary approach for everyone. And then it's a matter of moderation para malaman natin kung saan yung pinaka-fit na exercise for you.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. And then I'm assuming, there are perhaps better exercises, like breathing exercises would be very good for us.
Oo, yan. So, yung breathing exercises and yoga, no? So, yan usually yung nire-recommend natin sa mga tao, no? Especially yung mga merong ganitong klase ng disease, no? Again, your breathing exercises, plus kinakailangan din natin ng tamang meditation, no? And then yoga. Acupuncture can really help, no, as well. At saka yung mga tinatawag natin ng mga biofeedback. So these are complementary treatments that can help you attain a healthier weight and can help you have an asthma-free life, parang ganyan, or an attack-free life. So ayaw kasi natin na magkakaroon po kayo ng attacks. And then huli, no, kinakailangan din po natin gawin is alamin natin yung mga pagkain na tama sa atin, especially yung mga matataas yung ating mga vitamins and minerals. Kasi remember that you can take your supplements that are lacking sa inyong diet. So diyan papasok yung mga matataas yung antioxidants, yun po yung ating mga berries, no, yun po yung mga makukulay na pagkain, and especially yung mga dark colored na katulad ng nasa acai berry na mataas yung antioxidants natin. Because of these antioxidants, this can help you decrease the inflammation that is going on in your body. So sabi nga natin, asthma is an inflammatory disease. So ang gusto natin po, babain natin yung ating inflammation. So there goes yung pagte-take po natin ng supplementation. Kinakailangan mataas yung ORAC value, no? So katulad nandito sa atin sa Organique Acai Premium Blend, and even your freeze-dried capsules and down the line, no? So maraming products ang Organique that can help you have a better immune system. Again, it is not only a disease of your lungs, it is also a disease of your immune system. Because remember that 70% of your immune system is housed in the gut, plus the other 30% includes your skin, your nose, your mouth, and even the lungs, no? Nakakasama yan. So kinakailangan we take care of the other parts of your immune system, which includes also your lungs. So doon, no? So hindi po pwede na isa lamang yung pagtutuunan natin napansin. We have to take care of the body as a whole. Lagi ko sinasabi, lagi niyo naririnig sa akin yan. Kasi wala naman pong tao na pinanganak na lungs lang. Walang tao pinanganak na ilong lang. No, lahat tayo pinanganak na buo. No? So we have to take care of the person as a whole. And dun siya papasok na tamang pagkain, tamang exercise, and all that. And then, yun nga, lagi natin sinasabi, you can always take the supplementation kung kulang ang inyong mga kinakain. So one good supplement na po pwede kong i-recommend talaga is Organic Acai Premium Blend and your freeze-dried capsules kung ayaw nyo nang iniinom. So pwede you just take it with capsules because of the ORAC value and your antioxidant levels na mataas talaga, so that makatutulong siya sa pagpapababa ng inflammation nito.
Thank you, Doc. And actually, last week when we were talking about yung bakuna, we found out that one of the studies in Canada about acai berry actually targets yung inflammation sa lungs. So that was helpful for both COVID, and it sounds like because asthma is an inflammatory disease, it sounds like it's helpful for asthma, no, Doc?
Yes, it is really helpful for asthma, especially that asthma is an inflammatory disease of the lungs. So it just follows that if you take good care of the lungs, you take good care of the inflammation, it can help you. So ang gusto natin is makatulong lamang sa lahat. So with that, no, there is no silver bullet. No, by the way, wala pong silver bullet na sinasabi natin dito. Ang sinasabi natin dito is that we just want to prevent things from happening, especially yung mga ganitong klase ng sakit for everyone.
Mm-hmm. So, Doc, there's a question here. How are there any types of foods na mag-trigger sa asthma po?
Sige, go.
No, I'm asking you. Are there?
Okay,
I'm
sige.
reading one of the
There are
questions.
triggers, no? Foods. Yeah, there could be triggers. There could be triggering foods, no? Especially yung mga inflammatory foods, no? So ano yung mga yan? Diyan papasok yung mga processed foods, no? Kapag ka allergic po kayo kunwari sa shrimp, sa seafoods, and then sa chicken, and then sa eggs, no? If you're allergic to one type of food, no, na usually ay yun yung mga manok, yung mga isda, yung mga seafoods, kapag ka ganyan, if you're allergic to it, that can trigger an asthma attack. So we don't want that. What we want you to have is a less inflammatory na mga pagkain. So dyan po papasok yung mga plant-based diet, mas better yung mga yan so that you can have increased antioxidants, can have increased foods that are anti-inflammatory in nature.
Mm-hmm. So yung anti-inflammatory na pagkain includes, antioxidants like you were saying, and then fibers, right?
Yes. So dyan papasok yan. No, yung mga pagkain na matataas ang fiber, ng mga pagkain na mabababa ang taba, no? Kasi your fat can be inflammatory. Yung mga pagkain na mabababa yung mga process na pinagdaanan, because again, kapag ka-process na po yung mga pagkain, there could be a lot of toxins that can trigger your disease attacks and can trigger inflammation. And we don't want inflammation to have or to happen inside your body. So ang gusto po natin is anti-inflammatory yung ating mga kinakain, anti-inflammatory po yung inyong mga activities with that na para maiwasan yung inflammatory changes sa inyong mga katawan, especially kunyari sa lungs ito, which could trigger your asthma.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. And I just wanted to ask, my takeaways ka ba when it comes to asthma?
Okay, asthma is an inflammatory disease of the lungs or the respiratory system that could be reversed naman, no? So prevention is better than cure, no? Sabi nga natin, if you have comorbidities, maaari ito na magpalala kapag tinamaan tayo ng COVID-19. Again, prevention is better than cure. So kahit saan po natin pagbalik ta rin man natin ng mundo, mas mainam pa rin na hindi magkasakit kaysa sa magkasakit at i-cure na lamang ito. Ang pinakagusto po natin ay ma-prevent ito. So how do you prevent it? Tamang pagkain, tamang ehersisyo, tamang mindset, tamang sleep, no? And then you take your supplementation kung kulang ang inyong mga kinakain. So diyan po papasok yun pong inyong mga berries, no, which can have a lot of antioxidants and can help you have a better asthma-free in the long run kapag kayo po ay kahit kayo ay exposed, no, para mabababa yung inyong mga inflammatory reactions sa mga katawan.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for this wonderful talk on asthma. And I think, like most of our other talks, the biggest takeaway is prevention is always, always, always better than cure. And if you're not convinced, prevention is cheaper than cure.
Yeah. Agree.
I think mas sulit yung vegetables compared to like the inhalers and the medicines and treatments that you will have to get from having asthma, no?
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you, Doc. I thank you, Doc, for coming this week, and I appreciate that you were connecting with us despite yung choppy internet connection that I know you mentioned. But I think it was all fine, no? Yung internet. Yeah. So I hope to see you again.
It's a little bit fine. It's a little bit better.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. I hope to see you again in the coming weeks, Doc, and stay safe and stay healthy. Take care always.
Yeah, likewise. Again, sa ating mga tagapanood po, no, ingat po parate, no, iwasan po natin ang mga sakit at hangga't maaari ay iwasan din po natin ang mga triggers ninyo, no, para po mas maayos ang inyong mga magiging pamumuhay sa darating na panahon.
Thank you, Doc. All right, so that brings us anything new? Ano ba yung learnings nyo? Please comment it in the comment section. And then, do you know anyone who has asthma? And then how has this helped you? And then before we decide to end this week's episode, we do have a few announcements. So my sale kami, we have our payday/Mother's Day sale. You can actually get 50% off. So if you just check our post here on Facebook, on Facebook, and then also on Lazada, you can check us out on Lazmall for 50% off. And then also, if you already have our products and you want to share them with your friends, we invite you to become an official Olani reseller. So Olani is the official direct selling platform of our Organique products, including yung premium blend namin and the Organique Acai capsules. So you can check them out here on Facebook at Olani PH. I also really want to announce something that I'm super excited. So next week, we have our Facebook Live on May 4 at 10:30 a.m. hosted by our new brand ambassador, si Will Dasovich. Now, si Will Dasovich ay isang vlogger, both on Facebook and YouTube, and he's an influencer and he's a wellness enthusiast. Now, Will here has been partnered with our hashtag ImmunoStrong campaign kasi si Will ay isang cancer survivor who, as one of the immunocompromised populations, is really taking the steps to become an advocacy of strong immune systems. Now, this event is hosted by Will and will be featuring yung speakers, si Dr. Beverly Ho from the Department of Health. She is the director of the Health Promotion Bureau, as well as si Mrs. Catherine Salimbangon, who is the president and CEO of Organique Inc. And then we have our guest speakers, yung dalawang survivors. So we have Lawrence Lee, who is actually a survivor of COVID-19. And then we have si Mariel Vergara, who is a survivor of hypertension. Now, yung talk namin is going to include questions and answers. So we really invite you to join us live. And then this will be a discussion on how we can boost our immune system to survive anything, protecting the community through immunity. So we invite you to check us out there. Now that brings us to, before I actually end today, our winners. So yung winners, did you get the answer correct? The correct answer was today's topic, asthma. So yung winners namin is dun-dun-dun-dun. So the winners of the Organique gift pack include Alex Villamor, Kathleen Ann Garcia, Evelyn Corpez Roque, Willie Dometita, and Hu Marquez. Congratulations. So our team will be contacting you here on Facebook as to how we can deliver your gift packs to you. So that brings us to the end of our Wellness Wednesday. I'm so happy that you guys participated here today, and I can't wait to see you guys all next week.
Wellness Wednesdays with Organique. We care because you matter.